So I gave you the imagery of separation as a cork. A cork on an ocean, bobbing about, a victim to whatever life throws at it. So how does this separation, idea of separation, and then this idea of being a doer, cause suffering? Well, first of all, if you're separate, you're vulnerable. It's little me in a big wide world. And that big wide world has dangers in it. They can harm little me. So fear, anxiety, loneliness as well. You can feel like you're alone. Now loneliness is slightly different. It brings on to the next way that separation and doership can cause suffering. Loneliness, shame. When you feel like that, there's something maybe wrong with you. And that maybe other people don't understand you because you're different in some way. Maybe you're different because there's something wrong with you. Some people feel that no one understands them. And they feel like deep down in them there's something very, very deeply wrong with them. And you can only feel that if you think you are separate and you are somehow responsible for what you are. You can actually feel it if you don't believe that, but it's more difficult. Much more difficult. So the analogy I use of separation, the analogy I'm going to introduce today, is that of a cork bobbing up and down on the ocean of life. You see? Cork floating on the surface of the ocean, being tossed about by the waves in the ocean of life. Maybe the seas are calm and life's good, or maybe they're stormy and life's not so good. Life's quite turbulent. And as the individual cork, you're very limited in what you can do. You're essentially a victim to life. And you're vulnerable to whatever life throws your way. And you can have thoughts such as, why me? Why does this happen to me? What have I done to deserve this? You know? You ever had that one? Yeah? You can also have the opposite. When you achieve something, you think, wow, I'm amazing. I'm fucking cool. Look at me. Look at me, I'm the cork on top of the tallest wave. Just surfing it. How cool am I? I'm freaking awesome. You see? It's the flip side. We call that pride, of course. So we talked about vulnerability of being separate. And we've talked about victimhood and pride. That all comes from the sense of separation and considering yourself to be a doer. There are a few other main ways that it causes suffering. One of the main ones is regret in past actions. I should have done it differently. Now, to say I should have done it differently, an assumption in that is that I could have done it differently. Because if you couldn't have done it differently, there's no way you could say you should have done it differently. And you only could have done it differently if you take yourself to be an individual with free will, which means you take yourself to be a separate individual doer, an independent doer who initiates their thoughts and their actions. Without that assumption, you can't then have the sense, I'm to blame. I'm not good enough. That's another one causing suffering. I'm not good enough. So I gave you the imagery of separation as a cork. A cork on an ocean, bobbing about, a victim to whatever life throws at it. The image I want to give you when there's no separation is that of a wave on an ocean. Now I know you would have all heard this before, the ocean and the wave. Each wave has its own qualities and characteristics. Just as we all have our own unique qualities and characteristics. We have qualities and characteristics in common, and we also have differences. But you can't say one is better than the other, inherently better than the other. And you can't take pride in who you are if you see yourself as a wave. Because you acknowledge that everything that you are is actually an expression of life. Every thought, every action that you've ever thought or performed, the way you look, the way you talk, the way you dress, all of these qualities and attributes have been given to you. You can't say, I did that. Because there is no independent I did that.